Good morning. So nice to have you join us on a Monday. Hope, as always, that your week is off to a fantastic start. Ours is here on 3+U, because look who our first guest is this morning, Dr. Tiffany Ahlberg with Ahlberg Audiology. You know we always love it when you walk through the door.
I love being here.
It's not just lip service that we're giving you, because you know what, Tiffany, you have this great way of, first of all, explaining things to people, and I think reassuring people, because in your office, if someone's coming to see you, especially for a first time, where they're experiencing some hearing loss, they're probably a little bit scared and maybe a little bit angry.
Yep.
Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. Well, yes. I think they go in, everyone comes in and they have this idea in their head of what it's going to be. And it's never as bad as I think that they think it's going to be. But at the same time, it's like, do I have a hearing loss? Do I have earwax? Is there an issue that can be fixed? Is there an issue that can't be fixed? So it's all the unknowns.
So you've addressed a lot of things over the years with us, and you want people to understand that whatever they do for their hearing, it needs to be what's comfortable for them. But often it involves getting a hearing aid, and people tend to think of a hearing aid, you said, as just being there to kind of amplify sound. So why not go to over-the-counter thing to get what I'm looking for? But you say they're so much more complicated than that.
So much more complicated. I know I get a lot of questions. People will say, well, they're just an amplifier. They're not just an amplifier. So today's technology, and now I've been an audiologist for 25 years, so I was around when they were more basic amplifier. They were never just an amplifier, but still they were more like that system 25 years ago than they are now. Now they're like little computers. So they have, I mean, we have endless adjustments that we can make as far as the frequencies, as far as the volume. So we're looking at every single frequency and we're dialing in exactly the amount of gain that person needs for their hearing loss. And then we can also adjust soft sound gain differently than moderate sound gain, and moderates, and both of those different than loud sounds. And so there's so many different adjustments in every direction that we can make. But more importantly is that they're constantly looking at sound around, and today's technology is able to pick speech out that is close and dim down the noise around people.
Almost like, remember the old days of cameras, and you would have to know to set the flash or not, and then auto flash became a thing where it senses it.
That's a great analogy.
Is that sort of what you're...
That's a great analogy, yeah. They're so smart now, and they know, and I'm not saying that they're always right, because they're a computer, but they know what speech is, and they are pretty good at knowing what speech is the speech that people want to hear because of the location of it.
Okay, so you know I love a scenario. So let's paint a scenario. Okay, so in today's technology with these hearing aids, and does this tend to be in most of them? Is this kind of like an industry standard now?
Yes, there's different levels that they can be at, but yes.
Okay, so in the past, you have been being reluctant to go out to dinner with friends because you couldn't keep up with the conversation for all the reasons that you think. And then you get hearing aids that you would recommend, and you try it out. You then do the setting up, I guess, for the individual patient client, and she goes out to lunch with friends. And one friend talks really loud, one friend's a soft talker, one friend is sitting kind of far away, and the restaurant's loud. Are you saying that this hearing aid will know when each of those people talks, how to kind of switch?
It does. I mean, so we always have to have realistic expectations. Could someone with normal hearing hear these people? I think sometimes people talk with their mouth closed and they talk like this. Are they going to pick that out and make them somewhat, and just super intelligible if they're mumbling? No. Or if somebody's talking through a wall, no, you're not going to hear them as well. But yes, like if you're in a restaurant and you're with three friends and there's tables around you that people are talking, it's going to know that the tables around you, because of the distance and the way that the speech babble is recorded, it's going to know that that's noise. But the people close to you are the sound that you want to hear. So the signal is going to be amplified.
So that way you're not having to hear, quote, everything, just everything you want to hear.
Yeah.
Is that a little bit?
Yeah, just the speech, and not that it dilutes the noise around you. It doesn't make it go away.
Okay. Do people tend to have different types of levels, if you will, of hearing loss in either ear, or is it the same?
They can. I mean, we see asymmetrical hearing losses. Most of the time, people are pretty symmetrical. That's how nature is designed, unless someone had some noise exposure or some kind of medical issue, something that happened on one side, but they're usually the same.
If you buy a good hearing aid, it should last you how long?
Typical is 6-7 years.
Okay, so in the course of those 6 to 7 years, some things could change with your hearing. So do they come back to you, and then you can just continue to make adjustments?
Yep, easy. Usually about every year, we will redo a hearing test, and any changes that we see in the hearing, we can just go in and program that into the hearing aid.
You know, somebody stopped me the other day. I wish I could remember who she was and where I was, but she said, "Thank you so much for that interview you did with Dr. Ahlberg," and I think we were talking about cleaning your hearing devices and how important it is to clean them the right way, or maybe bringing them to you to clean, because so often it's hard for people to grip them.
It is.
It's a real thing. So what you do there in the office is more than just advise on which hearing device is best. It's start to finish.
It is. I feel like
for
we're hearing coaches. We're there to cheer you on and help you along the way. So
best time to get like a baseline hearing test, what age?
We always want to do that by 50.
Okay, here's where you will find her, because she has 2 locations now. Her Cleveland office is still there, but then she's gone up the road to Athens as well. Go to ahlbergaudiology.com. You can make an appointment that way, or you can call them, either phone number, to book a time with them. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's replacement window season. You have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion